Motshekga says the matric results present an opportunity to establish whether the education system is working or not, and the veld fires at Albertina in the Southern Cape have been extinguished. Ambusisiwa Khatebe with the latest news update. Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga says the matric results present an opportunity to establish whether the education system is working or not. She's been speaking to the SABC about the general matric results that she will announce at the Public Broadcaster Studios in about an hour's time. Motshekga is optimistic that the matric pass rate will eventually reach 80%. The results are expected to be better than last year's 70.2%. Motshekga elaborates.
Because what is good about assessments in general, they point into areas where we need to pay more attention. They also point into areas where whatever interventions have worked so that we know what works, what doesn't work, but we also have a sense of what more still needs to be done to improve the system.
Meanwhile, the South African Depression and Anxiety Group says parents should support their children no matter what their matric results will be. The group says expectations that are set out for teenagers can put pressure on their lives. The group's Desi Zoneva says people must understand that not all children will perform the same way as their peers.
If you are unhappy, if the child's unhappy with the results, there are also alternative things that you can look at, like bridging courses, like redoing a module and maybe gaining some practical experience, or, redoing a subject and just kind of working on those marks. But you need to make sure, firstly, that it is actually a realistic expectation and that it isn't just kind of the search for perfectionism, which can be very difficult, both emotionally and, within the family.
Matriculants can now register with SABC NewsBreak to receive results via SMS tomorrow on the 3rd of January. All you need to do is phone NewsBreak on 082152, choose option 6 and provide your ID and exam numbers, or simply call in tomorrow with your details to receive your results. Standard rates apply. And lastly, the veld fires at Albertina in the Southern Cape have been extinguished. The blaze has damaged hundreds of hectares of veld over the past few days. Fire crews are also closely monitoring flames that have flared up in the Klein River Mountains near Hermanus in the Overberg. Several homes were burnt and vegetation damaged last week. Working on fire spokesperson Linton Rensburg.
Well, at this stage, the reports from our working on fire ground teams that are out in the Eden district, that is in the Albertina fire, the reports that we're getting from our teams there is that fire has been put out. There are teams on standby to make sure that there are no possible flare-ups.
Catch the latest news on the hour on SABC radio stations and on NewsBreak option 1.